3.
Hey everybody, this is your recap video for Hoop and Turn Power Session 4, Weave into Expansion. Shout out to Molly, she's our camera woman for the night. She is going to capture all the things. So we started out with the basic forwards weave, so having the hoop in your hand with your fingers pointing up. And from here, you're going to lift the hoop up back behind you, and then it will cross in front of your body and do a loop on the other side. Cross in front, loop, cross in front, loop. So this is also called a figure 8 weave because your hoop kind of makes this figure 8 shape here. And Becca found, and I agree, that with all these weaves, it helps to have kind of a loose grip on the hoop. So the hoop can kind of guide and your hand follows. You'll notice that you might find your wrist doing some crazy motions. So then we reverse that. So instead of reaching behind, with the same grip that we had, fingers pointing up, we're just going to grab and reach forward. So it's kind of this reaching underneath grip. And this is called a reverse weave. So if I found that it's helpful to have your hand kind of right in front of your face. And yeah, the loose grip, and let your wrist move to keep the hoop on a flat plane. So then we combine the two and we did our revolving weave. So starting with a forward weave, choose which direction you're going to go, and when your hoop sweeps that direction, you're going to turn with it. And there's a quick grip change where your hand kind of rolls underneath the bottom of the hoop. And now I'm in a reverse weave. So I'm going to turn to the right. So as my hoop swoops right, I'm going to turn, grip switch. So your hand kind of rolls under the hoop. And then Holly showcased this a really nice way where she added some more steps, which I think is helpful for learning. So you turn away from the hoop, and then she let the hoop do a rotation around the hand to switch her grip, and then went into the weave. So from here, I turn away from the hoop, let it do a rotation around my hand, and then re-grip. I'll do it one more time so you guys can see. So it's kind of broken into 4 steps here. Hopefully that is helpful. And then we practiced a reel. So from the forward weave, turning away from your hoop, so you find yourself in this plane called a reel plane. If you watch from the side, you'll see that my hoop's weaving from side to side, so my planes are pretty flat in front of and behind my body. So try and have your arm mostly straight and let the movement come from your wrist here. And if you'd like to challenge yourself, as you transition from front to back, you can swoop the hoop over your head, and now you're reeling above the head. So same thing, most of the movement comes from your wrist here. You can try going up and down and doing maybe 1 rotation on each side. And some of you added a second hoop to that, which if you have questions about that, send me a message. I'll be happy to help you out. Yeah, so we worked on the up high plane, which any of these reels, you're going to start with your thumb facing towards your body and then swoop the hoop in front of you. So it's always on a rising current. So if you're doing it with 2 hoops, both thumbs go in towards the body. So the hoops are coming towards each other. And then we practice this mind boggler behind the back weave. So for this guy here, you start with the hoop at your hand open again, same as all the weave grips. And then you swoop the hoop in front of you, behind, and then you reach behind you to put your hand in the hoop and look at the hoop like this. And you can use your finger to point your finger back to make sure your hoop's pointing back. And then you point your finger forward. Then you bring the hoop across, reach your arm in, point the finger back, and point the finger forwards. I'm going to show you guys this from the back as well. Reach in and turn your body with the hoop because this allows it to stay on kind of a flat plane. So you're turning to look at the hoop and make sure it's pointing back, not to the side. And then you make sure it points forward. Like so, like so, like so. And the more you move your body, the closer you'll be able to get your hands. Here's another weird view. Actually, I don't think this view is going to be very helpful. Let's do this. Reach back, look back. So, yeah, that is a tough one. And then we worked on our extensions, which I recommend if you have kind of a big space to practice this, try it out. Because it can feel really freeing when you can really move your arm in a full circle. Whoa, that was a real full circle. Like this. And then, so if you wanted to try the extension versus isolation, you want to have your hoop in a rising current so that it's rising up when it crosses your body, as opposed to a falling current, which falls as it crosses your body. And then you're going to make a big extension, and when the hoop goes into the palm of your hand, you're going to isolate it just about a quarter or a third of the hoop, and then let it roll across the back of your hand and continue your big circle. So we got big circle, little circle, big circle, little circle. It's really fun. And while we're on that note, our final trick, one of my favorites, Mary just renamed it a crescent moon. You make a big circle, and then a small one behind your head. So your thumb's gonna point towards your body, and your hoop sweeps across your body, little tiny circle behind you. Your elbow's gonna close all the way. Leave your hand open here, because that's what's gonna allow the hoop to stay flat. Big, little, and you can change kind of the timing here. You can do a fast one, and then a slow one. You can kind of move with it. And I think that covers everything we learned today. Thank you so much. You guys are such an awesome community, and I really appreciate all the time we spend together, and I'm excited to see you next week.